Okay, the objective of civil activists is to get the government to pay attention to the things which they wish to draw attention to. And civil disobedience is a way to do so, because usually if you were to speak up mainly simply by way of discussion, forum participation, or by debate, you do not see a strong reaction from the authorities. But if you do take it to the level of civil disobedience, be it protests, be it demonstrations, be it petitions, that itself will provoke a reaction from the authorities, and that itself is also a sign. That reaction from the authorities is a sign that the government is rattled by what you do.
Much as Lee Kuan Yew and his followers would like us to believe, non-violent protests are not Western concepts, nor will they necessarily degenerate into chaos. In Asia, people have rallied peacefully by the thousands to challenge human rights abuses and violations by governments. Our Malaysian neighbours have shown that peaceful mass protests and demonstrations can pressure the government into making necessary changes for the people. You may be asking yourselves, but in Singapore, a gathering of 5 or more is considered illegal and therefore breaking the law. This is when Singaporeans must distinguish just laws from unjust laws. If Rosa Parks had not defied an unjust law, the blacks in America today may still be relegated to sitting behind in buses. If political activists in Taiwan had not confronted the oppressive government, Chiang Ching-kuo would not have lifted martial law, paving the way to Asia's leading democracy that Taiwan is today. Breaking the law isn't always wrong. Some laws are enforced by the government not for the good of the people, but to perpetuate its power or injustice. In such cases, it is not only right for citizens to break the law, but even their duty to do so. What can Singaporeans do to ensure that the PAP government hears and heeds the voices of the people? Demand free and fair elections. Demand for a free and pluralistic media. Keep yourselves informed by reading alternative sources of news. Exercise our constitutional rights to freedom of speech and peaceful assembly. Attend workshops organized by advocacy groups. Speak to your friends and family. Encourage them to do their part to stand up for themselves and others. Unless and until Singaporeans exercise their rights and participate more actively in the decision-making processes, the PAP will continue to come up with policies that do not benefit and are in fact detrimental to Singaporeans. Singaporeans should be proud of the country they live in, but as long as the PAP government continues to make use of its citizens instead of serving them, loyalty and patriotism will remain as mere concepts. As Singaporeans, we must participate in all facets of life in this tiny city. This includes social, cultural, economic, and political arenas. It is only when we feel our voices are heard and that we matter do we feel that we belong to Singapore.
We, the citizens of Singapore, pledge ourselves as one united people, regardless of race, language or religion, to build a democratic society based on justice and equality so as to achieve happiness, prosperity, and progress for our nation. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome.
Someday. Someday we'll all be free. We shall overcome.